Shalom. With the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We think that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group, Muslim mosque, or Christian organization whatsoever. You know, we are the home of the truth. We are the truth.
Damn right.
You know, and nobody else can teach this Bible like us unless you come through the ranks of Commander General Yohana and get that oil poured on your head and be ordained.
That's right.
Because a lot of Christians, just not even just Christians, everybody, except for maybe the few Asians here or there that don't celebrate the American way, the American holiday. But even if you say you're not a Christian and you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're a Christian. Even if you say you're not a Christian and you celebrate Christmas, you're a Christian. You know, in XYZ all the way to Mother's Day and your own personal birthday.
Right.
You celebrate anything that comes up under, you know, America's dress, then you are a Christian. Like it or not. You are Muslim, you're a Christian. You know, because Muslims, they even say, well, if Allah said it's okay to eat pork if there's nothing else to eat.
Right.
But how so when you got rice out here? You got coffee beans. You got beetles and locusts. So you mean to tell me there's nothing else out here you can eat but a piece of meat? That is Christian-like, man.
Damn right.
And today's topic is a little bit of the history behind Christmas, Christmas Eve, and all of this other stuff. And also, right along with the topic, it is called bad parenting. Just like the one I did with Halloween. Bad parenting and the origins of Halloween, bad parenting and Christmas. And I know it sounds crazy saying bad parenting. Let these kids be kids. These kids need to have, you know, why ruin their own imagination? Why these kids can't just grow up and be happy?
Right.
Why? What is happiness?
Right.
Are you happy when your child lies to you? Are you happy about that? Are you happy when your husband lies to you when you find another woman in his phone? Are you happy when that woman slept around on Valentine's Day because you didn't get her no chocolates? Why we just can't all be happy? Right. You know what's that saying? Whatever they don't know won't hurt. Right. Be happy that way. But it's our job and our duty, you know, in the Isupk to bring out the truth, whether you like it or not. Damn right. You know, cry loud, spare not. That is our job. And in the Bible, Christian is nothing to be played with. You know, that has nothing to do with that. That's dealing with Nimrod or African. You know, and let me go ahead and get that. Let me start off with that real quick. God. Better yet, no, we're just going to start with the article first. Because we going to be on these precepts real good, y'all.
You want me to read that?
Yeah. We're just going to start there. And you know what I'm saying, I know when to start. Because a lot of us out here say, oh, we just do it for the kids. We do it for a gathering. You know, this is where Christ was born. But if you know anything of the Bible, you know Christ was born during tax season. Right. You know, the new year is during spring. So what are y'all actually celebrating? What are you celebrating? Go ahead.
You want to start at the top?
Oh, no, just where it was.
Oh, Lord. My bad. It's a lot. Yeah.
It might be like 2 paragraphs down. I think it's start like the Christmas or something like that.
The Christmas trees we put up and greens we use to festoon our houses, our homes, each year evolved from very ancient traditions. The ancient Hebrews, Egyptians, and Chinese used evergreens to symbolize eternal life.
So now we already know the Hebrews or the Hebrites, the people that speak Hebrew, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We know the Lord said, no adultery. You know, that's something we don't fall into. You know how we grab that customization. Go ahead.
In my research, I have learned that Jews must never incorporate symbols of Christianity in their celebrations.
Oh. So now they trying to make a difference between Hebrews and Jews. Right. So the Jews that so-called Jewish or the Greek so-called quote-unquote wannabe Jews over there in that land, right? They're the ones who quote-unquote not supposed to deal with the Christianity. But those are white people. Right. Those are white people. And they're saying Hebrew, they're clearly, you know, pinpointed saying the black people. Right. Go ahead.
However, I also read the following, which forms a connection, though quite distant, between the ancient Hebrews and what we now know as the Christmas tree. The following is just one of the several stories I read about Nimrod and Semiramis. The key figures in the origin of Christmas are Nimrod, a great-grandson of Noah.
So if you know anything about Nimrod in the Bible, we know Nimrod birthday is basically fall around Christmas. That's all it is. It's a celebration for Nimrod, a heathen, a different god or a man that Africans uphold as a god.
Right.
Go ahead.
And his mother and wife, Semiramis.
And his mother and wife. So let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. We're just gonna put that on.
Disgusting.
So parents, and I'm gonna speak to the black household, the real black house. I'm not talking about the support of the LGBTQ or anything.
Right.
The parents of the 50s, 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Us in the household did not tolerate any form of LGBT, family on family action whatsoever.
Right.
But when Christmas comes around, even though you don't celebrate it, you uphold that wickedness and disgust. And you push that on your child. Just like you put your child in Santa Claus' lap. Just like that.
Right.
You put your child in your pastor's lap.
Right.
You'll sit around the pedophile and the sexual abuser at the table.
Right.
But you don't support it. But when Christmas comes around, what do you say?
Right.
Let's do it for the kids. Let's do this. Let's do that. It's disgusting, man.
Right.
Go ahead. Whenever you get chance.
Come. Also known as Ishtar and Isis. Nimrod, known in Egypt as Osiris, was the founder of the first world empire at Babel, later known as Babylon.
So we know about the town of, the Tower of Babel. Everybody was just so-called, trying to reach the Lord. And the Lord just knocked it down and split all our tongues and gave us our own land.
Right.
Because we forgot about the Lord. We thought we were greater than the Lord, just like the oppressor does now.
Right.
Look at his ships. Look at his buildings. Look at his sky rises. Look, he going down in the ocean, going out in space. Unalive and Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, like there's no God that's going to come back and redeem us. Go ahead.
God. From ancient sources, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, and records unearthed by archaeologists from long ruined Mesopotamian and Egyptian cities, we can reconstruct subsequent events. After Nimrod's death,
here we go. After his death, go ahead.
Semiramis promoted the belief that he was a god.
So his mother/wife, go ahead.
She claimed that she saw a full-grown evergreen tree spring out of the roots of a dead tree stump.
This is the simplicity behind these Africans that you follow. If y'all ever seen any small clips or reels on YouTube or Facebook, these Africans got a propaganda to where they'll go get cow legs, lay it down by somebody, and then they'll fool the people saying that this person is half cow, half human.
Right.
Or half mermaid and half human. And people really believe in that foolishness. Like you got sisters today that believe that there's mermaids in the ocean. Mermaid. There's people that believe that there was 25-foot giants that actually walked this land.
Right.
And guess where all of this knowledge came from when it comes to them saying the Bible ain't real? But each and every portion that they made into that's something imaginary comes from the Bible. They just had the wrong interpretation.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Come. It says, she claimed that she saw a full-grown evergreen tree spring out of the roots of a dead tree stump.
Now, also got war, sir, if I could.
What's going on?
What have you seen grow from something to nothing to something?
Right.
I mean, you ain't seen a child do it. It
Right.
take years.
Right.
A tree take years. I mean, even boiling the egg takes some time.
Right.
So I mean, that's what the Africans play on our simple minds. Man.
Right.
And y'all really think when y'all go to Africa, they got love for you? They're swindling you.
Right.
They want that American dollar.
Damn right.
Come on, man.
Right.
We go over there right now. They might sell it. They might sell eggs for 75 cents.
Right.
They see me and his brother right here. Oh, carton egg might be $12.
Right.
American dollars. Go ahead.
It's a lot.
So these Africans swindle our people because the oppressor put it in place, having all black people think that they're African. Meanwhile, they cause division in between the Hispanic and the Native Americans.
Right.
And come to find out, The Africans have nothing in common with us. The Africans don't even like us.
Right.
You got it. The Africans don't even like us. But meanwhile, we're following up the foolishness of the African, like pouring blood and all this stuff y'all see in the Christian church. I mean, in the African church, like peeing on women, making her holy, or having her drink blood, or throwing her over the chairs like it's a wrestling match, and making it seem like it's doing something. And y'all follow up with that.
Right.
What?
Symbolizing the springing forth of new life for Nimrod. On the anniversary of his birth, she said Nimrod would visit the evergreen tree and leave gifts under it.
So this is where I really wonder: is this where some of these West Indies people get it from? When they got somebody deceased or something, they put out food, they put out water, put out things of that nature, like you can feed the dead. What was it? Bell and the Dragon? That, like the Bell and the Dragon. Even in that situation, these people really thought they was feeding somebody. What was the name in there? Swat.
What's that for this one?
No, in Bell and Dragon. And they just ate the food. The brother ate the food.
I don't know. We gotta hit that. We gotta go to that precept to actually get the whole thing. But like
Cap brought it up. But yeah, so our people really believe. Read that part again. Make sure I'm on point.
It says symbolizing the springing forth of new life for Nimrod on the anniversary of his birth. She said Nimrod would visit the evergreen tree and leave gifts under it. His birthday fell on the winter solace at the end of December.
So who is Santa Claus if Nimrod is the one putting presents up under the tree? So you work hard from October all the way up to, February, March, to catch back up on these bills for you buying this stuff for these children. Where's Nimrod at? Where's Nimrod? But the simplest thing you can say is, we're doing it for the kids.
Right.
I mean, sometimes you got to be honest with the kids. You gotta raise your child as if they're an adult. You have to raise your child from the seed to to the end of your life to be prepared and to be on point for his life. Because the oppressor, he gonna lie to you,
right?
And he gonna also tell you the truth,
right?
But meanwhile, you make your job and you stay diligent on lying to your kids,
right? And so, Lockie, if I could, we love lies,
right? Because
they feel good,
right?
You understand? Christmas feels good,
right? You
understand? So when you see your kids jumping up and down and they feel good and they're happy, you thinking you doing the right damn thing,
right? You
understand? But listen, man, that can lead to all type of destruction.
Damn right.
You understand? Your happiness, man, that can lead to destruction. Your feel good can lead to destruction. It's Lockie.
And I got a precept coming up right you said it.
Most High Christ. Saturnalia, the ancient Roman winter festival honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture, is where we first hear of decorating the tree with pieces of metal.
So you mean to tell me this is an African custom, and now the Romans throwing their little funk on? So who do you worship?
Right.
What are you doing? Who is your God? Where's your holiday? Where's your custom? Because these people doing it, getting away with it. And they've been doing it for years and years and years and getting paid off.
Damn
but
right.
When do you get paid? When do you get your redemption and your refuge? When?
Right.
Explain. Because again, we work from October all the way to February, March to catch up on bills. And for what? A badass child? $900 for an Xbox for what?
Right.
To get your daughter nails and hair done, and she can't clean a goddamn dish.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Come. During the Middle Ages, the paradise tree, which symbolized man's fall and salvation, became popular in churches and upper class homes.
So the church is the reason why we're doing all this now. The church is the last straw, Christian pastor. Go ahead.
Fir trees were hung with apples, symbolizing man's fall. Small white wafers representing holy Eucharist, and sweets symbolizing the sweetness of redemption. It is said that in the 16th century, Martin Luther was the first to add candles to Christmas trees after seeing the stars shining through the evergreen trees.
Wow, y'all. I'm just a black man. I'm a Native American man who don't know anything.
Right.
But meanwhile, my oppressor, That I can look at the information and see what he's telling me. Look what he's saying.
Right.
I mean, do you listen to me or do you listen to him?
Mm.
What?
He is also credited with bringing the Christmas trees indoors.
Bringing it where?
Indoors.
So we go out here and spend $80 on the damn Christmas tree, sir. I mean, you got sticks and stones coming all through your house, messing up your carpet, and you just to put it in your damn house.
Right.
Behind an oppressor, Martin Luther. and y'all got our audacity to tell your child, be a leader, don't be a follower.
Right.
But you following right the hell on up in your house.
Right.
Come on. Y'all don't even know the custom and the origin of it.
Right.
What if they made a Jeffrey Dahmer holiday? Or R. Kelly holiday? How many of y'all will follow that?
Right.
But y'all follow this. And the same thing happened with all these holidays. R. Kelly and Jeffrey Dahmer is no different to what been happening. It just now is more pronounced.
Mm.
That it on?
Let's keep going. The following is a delightful tale from Northern Europe. When Christianity was spreading through Europe, 3 angels, faith, hope, and charity, were sent to earth to put lights on the first Christmas tree.
What the hell is that? Faith, what?
Salakia. Faith, hope, and charity.
So faith is, I hope I get this. I hope I get this. What's the second one?
Hope.
Hold on, you said faith.
Faith was the first one,
okay.
Hope was the second one, and charity the third.
And charity. You got to give. It ain't all about receiving.
Right.
Doing damn well on Christmas, we want something.
Right.
Come on, man. What?
Their mission was difficult because they had to find a tree as high as hope, as great as love, and as sweet as charity. The tree also had to contain the sign of the cross. The angels' search came to an end when they found the tree of the frozen north.
All right, I'm done with all this. Let's get Jeremiah 10 on. Now we about to go into precepts all day, all night, all day and all night. TikTok, better wake up. Baby, look, you ain't up there.
Mm.
But yeah, so I mean that's just foolishness. And I know this is not law class, but when it comes to the holidays, you have to understand Black, Hispanic, and Native American. The reason why we go through the things we go through is because we think we know everything.
Mm.
We don't have the answers for nothing. All the answers is in this Bible.
That's
and
right.
I'm not saying go into the Bible and say, oh, I found the answer. Because 9 times out of 10, just like John 3:16, you're going to misinterpret it and lead yourself astray. Man.
Right.
Like, period. We don't have the answer. The answer is in him. And first thing we need to do is come together with a one understanding. Because this is the job to the Lord. You can't believe the parts you want to believe, and I can't believe the parts I want to believe. Because there's still going to be division.
Yeah, right.
And I will tell you 100 times over, Christmas is trash and it's a sin and abomination unto the Lord.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the Lord, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
O house of Israel, learn not the way of the heathen. The Christians, the Greeks, the Africans, when it comes to Christmas.
Right.
Anything else, shrimp, crab, and lobster off the Asians and Chinese. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And do not be fooled by those little twinkles and red moons and all of this planet Jupiter and Milky Way and Ryan's Belt. Don't be dismayed by that garbage, man.
Right.
That's an African custom, or Greek and African, if I'm not mistaken. What?
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
So the heathen look at it and think, oh, Ryan's Belt is going to save something.
Right.
The lunar eclipse is going to save something. A red moon is going to do something.
Right.
I mean, an asteroid is not going to do nothing. It's going to continue with the cycle of life that the Lord allowed to happen. It's all happening for a reason.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
For the customs of the people are vain.
So what these people believe and what these people see and do are vain, and it means nothing. It means nothing. Christmas, Thanksgiving, your Mother's Day, my Mother's Day, your birthday, my son's birthday, doesn't mean nothing. Go ahead.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and gold.
So the workmen cut this tree down out the forest and deck it with silver and gold. Your Christmas tree got silver, gold, red and gold, green and blue, all of these different colors on it. Go ahead.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So we all know the tree that goes in the base of that tree holder has screws or nails
Right.
they fasten it to where it doesn't move. So now you have a tree that's decked out with silver and gold and all these ornaments, and it's fastened. It's the evergreen tree, the one that you bring into your house. That Martin Luther King, Martin Luther in 16th century, done did. Excuse me. What?
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good.
See, look, man, this is self-explanatory. I mean, this is milk right here.
Right.
This is milk. And also, God will break out Hebrews 5 and 12 all the time. Y'all need some milk.
Need that milk.
I mean, you can't eat the meat. Oh,
right.
You ain't got the teeth. Your jaw structure ain't strong.
Right. Baby.
And this is simple stuff. And that's crazy coming to the truth, sir. You know, a little sidebar. You always got those small thoughts before you get to the big ones, like Adam and Eve type.
Right.
You know, weed, smoking weed. What about sex, marriage? What about holidays? You got small things to the big thing, but nobody asks about holidays. Nobody ever asks about holidays.
Right.
I never even asked about Kwanzaa or Hanukkah.
Right.
But it took me to get a little more seasoned for me to be like, okay, Kwanzaa is this, Hanukkah is that, how Hanukkah is this.
Right.
What?
God, no, you're so right. Like, you want me to keep going on this precept?
We good on that. Let's get that Isaiah 3 and 12.
Good.
And that brings me to my next point. Going back to the Christian sale, this is when Jesus was born in the major. What man, a black man was born in a major in the freezing cold. In the freezing cold.
Come on.
I mean, come on. Everybody gathered around outside, you know, to see a cold child. Man,
ain't no black people. Come on, man.
We're not sitting outside that long.
Ain't nobody making that trip. It's too cold, huh?
Come on. And you think Christ's black mother Mary is going to make that trip and sit? We know how black women is nowadays.
God.
I mean, if they got to walk too long, hey, my feet hurt. They get aggravated.
Come on.
If they miss 1 hour off of eating they snack, they get aggravated.
I ain't put my baby in that cold.
So you mean to tell me Mary is going to sit out in the cold?
Right.
Mary ain't sitting out in no cold.
Come on.
And Joseph don't want to hit it.
Right.
I mean, I'm a black man. I don't be want to hear it, so I know he don't want to hear it.
Damn right.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
So, going back to Christmas, our children become our oppressors because the things that they put on the commercials, on YouTube, and all these other little things that we allowed our children to indulge in. And when the children become an oppressor, the children are always going to look at what Brandon or Brian got. He got a new bike, or she got an ear pierce, you know, this and that. And us as wanting to be good parents, that's in the world, we always want to put our kids above versus putting it mentally above certain things.
Right.
And we'll say, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get them these Jordans. I'm going to go ahead and get her nails and her hair done. For what?
Right.
We're allowing our children to oppress us for what when we need to be the parent first.
Yeah, right.
When that child is 16, 17, 18 years old, let them do what they're going to do, but guide them. He wants some shoes? Hey, go ahead and get them Jordans, but make sure you put this much back. You want to get them nails and your hair done? Don't get these nails too long. You can't do all this with your nails. You know, it's certain things. But us as parents, our children become the oppressor because now the kids got cell phones. I also got where I ain't had a phone until I was like 15, 16.
Straight up.
You got kids 8 years old right now. 11, 12 years old on social media. What the hell? I mean, can they read a book? I remember when I used to get in trouble once upon a time, Pops used to say, hey, get that dictionary and you gonna get some of these words. I mean, real punishment that, you know, we hate.
Right.
These kids become our oppressor. You take their phone, they get on their tablet.
Right.
You take their tablet, they get on the TV. You know what I mean? And if you don't let them get that, they sneak out. Then what kind of parent are you then when you can't discipline your child physically? Or the children become the oppressor, man? And I know you got more kids, sir, you older than me, so maybe you get them a little more experience that I can't give because I ain't been there yet.
No. I mean, you right on the money. I mean, you've been a kid before. Right. You got kids at the crib. You know exactly what to do. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, your kids will play you. I mean, they know how to, you know, give you that, you know, that wine and that, you know, that look to make you, you know, fold.
with this truth, man, ain't no bending out.
Right.
You understand? We serving the Lord up in here.
Damn right.
You understand? Because all that you gonna be doing, listen, if I fold, that means I'm gonna get in trouble.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not getting my butt whooped no more.
Damn right.
I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot here.
Right.
God.
And even with the children becoming oppressed, I'm glad I'll be letting you admit it.
Right. Right.
Even with the kids being oppressive, it's the child will oppress both of the parents in the same household.
Right.
Like you tell, hey dad, can I go outside? No. Then you go, the child go to ask the mom and she say yeah.
Right.
Now it's causing a contention. Hey hun, I said no.
Mm-hmm.
And now that child feeds off of that.
Damn right.
You know, well, I'm always go to dad because he say yeah, or he's cool with it, or I'm always go to mom because she say yeah, she don't care.
Right.
That causes contention and the child becomes an oppressor. And when the child get older, the child knows exactly who to go to, who they can swindle and lie to, because they don't want to go to the bad guy.
Right.
The bad guy that's gonna ask them questions like, who all going?
Right.
What time y'all going when they coming back? Who they parents gonna be there? They don't want to ask that. Ask that parent.
Right.
They want to ask someone, hey, go ahead. You know, what up? Check in every hour. No, I want to meet the parents.
Right.
Who is your friend? Because back in the day, everybody friend knew somebody friend.
Con.
Even if you cool with them today and fell out tomorrow,
right.
Your parents knew who your friend was.
Yeah, right.
But back then, we couldn't impress our parents because we didn't have none, and everything we did have was stern love, you know, tough love and standard of moral. Nowadays, you can't spank your child.
Right. Right.
Hey, you hit me, I'm calling the law. Well, I'm just go ahead and call him. Go ahead and call him.
God, yeah, you were so right.
Go ahead.
God, the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
So, with these women being over the children being the oppressor, if the children are the oppressor and the mother is over them, black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man, you will be on child support.
Damn right.
You will be a ain't-ish MF.
Right.
That's what you will be, a deadbeat father. And all this time, you could have sincerely been trying. But the children oppress the mother while she is over them. That's why these women, and I'm not banging on none of the women, I'm just giving you the truth of it. That's why women will get a job or two, didn't go deal with government assistance. That's why she'll do that. Because, oh, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, I'm doing it all by myself. I don't need a man. That woman over a child is oppressing the man. Right. And it happens vice versa. Christmas time come, oh, well, Jimmy needs some t-shirts, he needs drawers, he needs school clothes. But what happened to the $500, $600-$700 you was getting the money? Right. That's a woman oppressor. And then you got a bunch of coward men out here who nudge and egg that woman on to do that and destroy that brother. Right. I mean, I really don't like brothers like that. I mean, that's something weak. Like you got another man, you laying up with this woman doing, and then you nudging her to destroy this man. Meanwhile, you think you tough and you doing something so right, but what is you doing? Right. I see it in your face, man. Go ahead.
No, you so right, man. I want to say shalom, y'all, Bashim Yah Shabarakatah to Cap. You understand? Y'all Shema thought Bashim Yah Shah to the sisters in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you so right, Doc. Like, you right on the money with this. Because you can't point the finger at just one of us. Right. We all have to take blame in this. You understand? The oppressor has done a great job at destroying us, Doc. Right. You understand? So yeah, like here in Isupk, man, we don't play favoritism here. Right. We all have a you know, something to play here. We all been messed up. We all messed up. Now it's time to get back to it. You understand? Shalak it.
And I'm glad exactly that you're saying that too. And this goes to statistics. On Christmas Day, the average 45 to 50-year-old person who spends money on gifts, period, spends at least $1,000. And I mean, $1,000 a month, that's to us low down folks, that's a lot. Yeah. I mean, an extra $300 is a lot. And I mean, you mean to tell me these people spending $1,000 on family members and kids? $1,000 is all your rent, all your bills being paid, you know, in certain areas. Right. Then you also have America makes on average $886.7 billion off of Christmas. And after that, guess who's second behind Christmas? Just guess. One good guess, and I was surprised. I thought it was Valentine's Day.
I'll say Thanksgiving.
Halloween. Halloween because of decorations.
Damn.
Costume. Exactly. I thought it was Valentine's Day for real.
Damn.
So it's Christmas then Halloween. And people spend all of this money and we wonder why we don't have ammunition.
Right.
We wonder why we don't have certain things that's going overseas. Meanwhile, look where we putting our money at. We can't even buy eggs and milk comfortably no more.
Right.
I mean, come on. Anything else on that precept?
That was it on 12.
All right, so we're gonna roll over to. Do we get Proverbs 23 and 13?
Not yet.
No.
23 and 13.
So we're investing all of this money into something that we don't even know what it is.
Right.
Like I said, Halloween is with an African and a Catholic, however you say it, Catholic custom. Then you turn around and got Christmas that's right along with the African and Christian custom. We spending all this money on different nations, but why aren't we bringing that money in here? Because what? Because they selling their plates too high. They charging too much for a haircut. But look how much money we are spending when it comes to these other nations for one day. For them to secede for one day.
Right.
Now just imagine all Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians didn't spend that $1,000 for just Christmas. Every company will go down.
Right.
From the eggnog companies and I don't know no eggnog companies. But those companies, tree companies, I mean, everything.
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 13. Without not correction from the child. For if thou beatest him with the rod, he should
withhold. That was
withhold not correction from the child.
So that means even if I ain't saying go out here and abuse your child. I'm not saying it.
Right.
So even if your child say, I hate you, I'm calling a cop, don't withhold that correction.
Right.
Because as long as you keep going to jail for doing your child right, that child's gonna grow up and wish that you didn't.
Right.
Or that child's gonna wish that you done what you did. The Lord said withhold not correction.
Right.
And if you want to be specified even more, the Lord's correcting us right now. That's why we're getting unalived in the street. That's why our children are being sexually abused by family members that we seem to not be able to turn our back on when holidays come up. Well, that's why we're going through drug addiction and homosexuality. Because the Lord he's not going to withhold correction. It's going to keep happening until Yahweh shall crack that sky.
That's right.
And we're getting our asses whipped, Salakia, with the rod. With the rod. Steel rod. Go ahead.
For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
And the Lord, see, this is what people don't understand. If you touch a hot oven and you like, oh, that's hot, I ain't touching no more. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna get burnt up by an oven. You're not gonna be set on fire by an oven. And the Lord said, if you beat him, he shall not die. That means do not unalive your child. You chastise that child up on the judgment that you think they deserve. If they lie, that's a certain judgment. If they stealing or back talking or putting their hands on you or your wife, then that's a certain level of judgment. That doesn't mean go like they do us back in the day. Like grandmama said, go out there and get a switch, or she'll get the extension cord, or go pick your own tree, or hell, what I'm saying, granddaddy and uncle, they'll put their fist on you. I mean that type of discipline.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. It says, verse 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell.
Hold on, say it again.
Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell.
So how many parents said, I'm going to beat the hell out you.
Right.
When you get your ass home, I'm going to whip the hell out you. I'm
right.
I mean, come on now. All Black households say, I'm going to whip the hell out you. or you know what? Hey, grandma beat the hell out you, boy.
Right.
Hey, come on, you can't say this ain't no black book.
God.
The Lord, beat the hell is beat the wickedness.
Right.
Beat the wrongdoing. The abomination, putting correction into you.
Right.
You ain't going to become unalive for that. That is correction.
Damn right.
And you shouldn't withhold it.
Right.
You should beat the hell out of it.
Right.
The same way Christians say, well, we fighting demons, this and that. You need to get the hell beat out of you.
Damn right.
Because the Lord doing it right now. That's the only reason why me and this brother in this class right now.
Damn right.
I mean, come on. Child support is getting the hell beat out you.
Woo.
Cigarettes and cancer, high blood pressure, gout, all of that is getting the hell beat out you. I mean, period.
Okay.
AIDS and HIV is getting the hell beat out you.
Right.
And some of y'all ain't learned it.
Right.
Some of y'all is getting what? Fever blisters.
Right.
And whips on you now.
And Salakia, that job is whooping your ass.
Exactly.
God.
Beating the hell out you.
Right.
And bills and everything. I mean, everything.
Oof.
Everything. I mean, hell, it costs money to drink water.
Mm.
And that's the hell getting beat out you. So now it comes to a point where we need to come together because we can't dodge that belt too much longer. You can't grab the belt and the switch too much longer.
Right.
It comes to a point where you say, damn, this hurt. This hurt. I ain't doing that no more.
Right.
I mean, I ain't never gonna touch another white woman. I mean, look at OJ. I doubt he even touched another white woman. I mean, R. Kelly getting his ass beat. The Lord is beating the. I mean, come on.
Beating the brakes off that boy now.
And right now, I bet they speak behind in that cold center like, what the hell was I thinking? P. Diddy went from top tier to P. Diddy looked like one of us.
Right.
And I bet he was like, wow.
Right.
Wow. Go ahead.
God. It says, my son, if thine heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reign shall rejoice. When thy lips speak it right things, let Salakia. No, like this whole thing is right on the money. You understand? Like this is like a father just letting him know, like, look, I don't want to have to whoop your ass.
Right.
I don't want to do it. These are the things that I'm telling you to do. Like you said, I want you to speak right things. Verse 17, it says, let not thy heart envy sinners. Right? But be thou in fear of the Lord all the day long.
What you just said was so heavy. If you could about the shot,
right?
I can't remember what is it. First, second Genesis. I think it was first Genesis. Make man in our image. Right. Because what his brother just said, you know, he's a father of multiple. You know what he just said was, it's like a father talking to the child. I want you to speak right things and do right things, and that is the righteousness. That's the image that was created in Genesis. The righteousness. Speak right things. Do right things. You know, do right by your people. Well, I mean, do right by everybody. Just, you know, being a humane person.
Right.
But for the most part, do right by your people.
Right.
And that's the image of it.
What's the image of? You want the image of the Most High?
Make God, not make God.
Make us in our image.
Yeah,
God. The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, the Most High said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness.
So the Lord said, make them righteous like us, after our likeness.
Right.
Not 2 eyes, 2 feet, and 2 hands.
Right.
Make them not sit here and celebrate these wicked holidays.
Right.
And vote.
Right.
And I mean, we go, you know, deal with another man's wife, even counsel her without the man being around. Make men in our image. And that's exactly what his brother was bringing out.
Right.
And his precept, the Lord is saying, man, do this, do that.
Right.
Don't do this. Don't do that.
Right.
Because I'm going to beat the hell out you when you do it.
Right.
It's tough love. Every parent that told their child, I don't want to whoop you.
Right.
It hurt me more. It's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. Because what parent really want, look at it from this.
Come on,
I'm a new father.
Right.
Look at it from this. Imagine your son or your daughter come home crying because somebody or an adult put their hands on that child. You're going to be furious like a raging bull.
Right.
And because you understand this is your child. Nobody harms or does nothing to your child but you. Now imagine you happen to be the one to do this to your child. So you got to be the one to do this. That's that terminology. It's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you.
Yeah, right.
Because that ass whooping over with.
Right.
We going to think about it later like, damn, I ain't really have to do him like that. I ain't have to body slam him. I ain't have to spank my daughter the way I did. But it was good. Right. Because the Lord letting the pressure on a lot of us. I mean, and that's a lot more than putting whips on somebody's back. Right. Good.
No, and you're so right. Like verse 14 says, and shall deliver his soul from hell. You understand? If you don't use that rod, if you don't correct your children, then damn, like now you got brothers in the streets getting gunned down by the damn oppressor, or getting gunned down by their own people because they're going to get into things that they shouldn't be into.
Right.
That's why that's why this from verse 17 says this. Let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in fear of the Most High all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off.
This is what the Lord just said. Every black household heard it. I don't give a damn about what your friends doing.
Hell yeah.
I don't. You my child. You gonna have your behind in this house. You ain't gonna do. That's what the Lord's saying.
Damn right.
You are gonna do what I said. This is law. And if you ain't gonna do it, find out what your judgment's gonna be when your ass get in the house.
Right.
If you're late, the doors might be locked. Find somewhere else to live.
Right.
And that's good, tough love. That is very good. I remember the time that I thought I couldn't stay out. I snuck through my window, came back, the window was locked. I ain't had no house key and everything.
I got a knock on that door.
For real. And what made it worse, I mean, I can say it now because, we ain't there no more. We leave the garage open. You can pull the garage up, and sometimes the inside door is open. But for you to pull up that garage, the whole house and next door neighbors going to hear.
Right.
So by you having to go through the garage, from the gate of the garage, and go in there to the door, it's all darkness. The light switch is way over there. So once you hit that light switch, you got to get into the house.
Right.
And guess what happened? The hell. To hell.
Deliver yourself.
I mean, come on.
God.
And that's how the Lord deals with you.
Right.
Send you, and I'm glad I said it, send you right up into the darkness.
Damn
and
right.
You're going to get clothes now.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And when the light come on, it's going to be the light of him.
Damn right. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. What is that? UBA, Karatazar. What's going on, huh? Shalom, Lord Christ, huh? You know what I'm saying? You so right. I'm like the brother.
Right.
This is a heavy precept you bringing out right now.
Right.
Because our children, boy, they need correction, huh? Right. You understand? And it's okay to say no to your damn child, huh?
Right.
You understand? Let me keep going here.
One more thing too. That
Come on.
You said it prior too.
Right.
Like, and also let me throw it out there. I'm not saying beat your child with a rod, like everything they do, you just spank them. You don't want to beat the spirit out of them.
Right, right.
But that rod can be, no, you're not going there. No, you're not getting this. No, you're not going to play games. No, you're not. You're going to go cut some grass or go in the kitchen with your mom and figure out how to make that chicken.
Right.
Those certain principles, it could be used as a rod. You don't have to abuse your child because you still want your child to be a child, but be a wise and smart child in your image.
That's right.
But again, for a lot of y'all that want your child to have Christmas and have Thanksgiving and New Year's and XYZ, understand you are a bad parent and your image is poor. That's why when your child grows up, your child is going to be a poor person.
That's right.
And not with wealth, but as a person, as a parent. Simple as that.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 19, it says, hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in the way. Be not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Like,
this precept crazy.
It's crazy because, come on, you just said it. You just said it, like, your parents is telling you, don't hang out with them.
Right.
Don't be around these type of people. Because when you bring that stuff to the house, it's going to be a rod waiting on you. You understand? You hang around these type of people, this is the punishment that you're going to receive.
Right.
You understand? It's a lot.
And I mean, yes, that's crazy. Just like Minister Side, I always refer to boys in the hood. It's so heavy. Just like when Cain was out there doing whatever he was doing, and he came back, and then all of a sudden, Cain started tussling with the brother. The granddaddy said, "Oh no, boy, you got to get up out of here."
Right.
Kicked him out to the cold.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
I mean, and it was right because even though they was Christian, he told Cain, he tried to teach Cain to teach old dog, but what they kept doing whatever they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that Christian man, he wasn't going for it. So what he wasn't.
It's like a father.
And I ain't gonna lie, I think that's top tier ass whooping in the household. If the cops come to the house, I ain't saying if you was in the right. I'm saying if the cops come in the house and you was on some BS,
right?
I think you might get your butt cut and kicked out. I mean, and don't let you have a daddy who ain't gonna go for it.
Right.
Somebody you can't play over. I mean, but nowadays, you know what I'm saying, you got young cats, 12, 13 years old, toting guns. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was in 8th grade. These boys really, we were going through that, I could smell myself state. But I always had a respect and a certain fear for my father. Like, I can't beat this. Not now, at least.
Right.
But we be at school and they be saying, "Oh man, I'll fight my dad." And I'll be scratching my head like, "Bro, you crazy. You crazy.
Yeah.
You was crazy, bro. That man, think about it now. That man would have broke you all up if you
Straight
wanted
up.
to.
Straight
You know
up.
what I mean? And by you being a father of a son, it's like, well, I wish you would. I don't give a damn. I'm on my last leg.
Boy.
And just seeing that just back then is like, it's even worse. Now it's 6th graders,
Mm-hmm.
7th graders. Not, oh, you ain't my daddy. Like all of this talk is because these children wasn't raised righteously under the constitution of the Bible.
Yeah, right.
You know, and again, this school, Israelite school, universal practical knowledge under command of Jerry Hunter, you're not going to know how to raise your child or family / wife and children
Right.
until you get into the school. We think we got answers.
Right.
We think being a Muslim has the answers. And you know, the Muslims say, oh, well, if you got multiple wives, you got to be able to afford it.
Right.
If somebody get $1 million here, you got to give it here, or give a house here and give a house here. But the Israelite school, universal practical knowledge. So one wife might not want a new car.
Right.
She might want a damn family.
Right.
But the other one might just want a business. So why go broke for the simplicity of being in the nation of Islam?
Right.
I mean, come on, you got to be a fool for that.
Yeah.
I mean, now I was a guy. What if you gave her a Mercedes 5 years before you met the next one?
Right.
So she got to play catch up now.
Yeah. I mean, you think about. I mean, like you said, you know, we all don't want the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like your woman ain't gonna want the same thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to treat them as such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, don't go down broke trying to damn please a damn demon. You understand? These kids, listen, man, they go to school, they see the Christmas trees. You understand? They see all the glitz and the glamour.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your wife is going to be the same way sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She see that new purse. Oh, Louis Vuitton got a new purse out. You understand? See that Benz, that new Benz. Oh, such and such got a new purse or car. You got to be wise out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so important for men to be men again. You understand? So, you know, and take charge of the household versus, you know, trying to, you know, be 50-50 when it comes to who's in charge of the house. No, it's no, it ain't no. Come on now.
I'm glad you said 50-50 too.
Right.
I know it sounds like we getting away from Christmas, y'all, but me and the brothers we be ripping up freestyles.
Right.
And I was watching, I think it was on Vlad. His brother was getting interviewed, and he was a Muslim. And he said that he's over both of his wives. They got their own business. He take care of them both. And he doing 50-50. But I'm looking all in the chat. There was only one sister who understood what I was saying. And I'm saying, everybody saying, well, you know what I'm saying, you got to go 50-50, 50-50. And I put in chat, well, if he going 50-50 with one, then where the other 50 going?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So he ain't giving his all to one.
Right.
He giving it to two.
Right.
You know, but y'all want somebody to be, all this and all that. But
Right.
if you ain't getting my whole bank account, she getting it.
Right.
Then what that leave me? So somebody missing out on something. Right. But it was a sister in there, just a bunch of talking, and she understood it.
Right.
But Islam is garbage.
No, Islam is very garbage. But the mindset of black people are garbage is garbage as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand. Like they put they whole value system, moral system on money. You understand? And that don't have nothing. The Lord don't give a damn about your damn money.
Right.
You understand? He don't give a damn how what kind of job you got or whatever. That man was put over you because that's just the way it is. Right. You understand? That's just the way it is. Now your money, that's different. Y'all can speak about money. Money is just money. It comes and it goes. But that man and that woman will be there forever, and it's always got to be order. Right. You understand? This place is, upside down, backwards, and sideways. So, it's like.
Is there more on that for you?
That was it on that one.
Well, which one? Proverbs?
Yeah, you want to keep going after 21 up?
No, we're going to go ahead today. Ephesians 6 and 4.
Ephesians, say 6 and 23?
No, 6 and 4.
6 and 4.
I wanted to get to this precept. What is it?
Yeah.
No, that's going to be a fast one. That's going to be a talking. But yeah, man. So we gotta allow. We can't allow our children to oppress us.
Mm.
And men, we can't allow our children to oppress our wife.
Mm.
That's most important, man. Because we all understand as a unit, it get hard out here in America. And I mean, even South America, everywhere else, when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, it get hard. But the thing is, as a Black man and sister, I'm gonna talk to them because I know y'all say we hate women. I'm gonna talk to them just for you. So when you hear what we about to say, look at him and say,
Right.
you make sure you do that.
Right.
But us as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, Native American men, we have to be able to take full control of our household. Because if we don't do that and our children get up under the wing of that woman is going to her nurturing spirit is going to kick in. And her nurturing spirit is very important. But yet you still have to understand that nurture. You don't want her to lose that nurturing spirit.
Right.
You have to be the one who have to grab the bull by the horn. Yeah, that's right. Bull by the horn.
Right.
And you got to control it all.
Right.
You got to control everything. When it's time to say no, you say no. And when when she think it's time to say yes, you ask her why. And if it doesn't seem right, you basically debate it a little bit. Right. Like saying, see her points, her principles. And if it makes a little more sense and you can see the right in it, then say okay. But not say yes all the time.
Right.
Because we have to be men in our household. The time we start becoming yes men, then we don't need to ride.
Right.
Our whole house gonna need to ride. And you don't want your father. I don't want my dad telling me how to run my house. I'm like, boy, you need to do this. I'm a grown ass man now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we need Commander Jimmy Hunter and all the priests and captains and officers and some of the troops. Go ahead.
God. The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 4. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath.
So you fathers, make sure we have to be there. When it's time for Christmas, you break down the story of what Christmas is about.
That's right.
When it's time for Christmas, you let them know it's wrong. When it's time for Valentine's Day, you have a daughter. You let her know Valentine's Day is nothing but for whores and lying men.
Right.
You let her know. Let her know. And let her know and show her what it's about. Take her out to eat, man. I mean, take her out to eat, hold the door for her.
Right.
Get her a little pretty outfit. Make her feel girly and pretty and precious. Because if you don't teach her, another man's gonna show it, but he's gonna abuse it. Even with your brothers. I said something wrong?
No, you right on. Go ahead.
Because I know you're older than me. So
I'm listening. I'm just going with you. You right on the money. Go ahead.
Even with our sons have to understand morals and values like that. Even down to the sagging pants. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no sin, but even to the sagging pants, put on the image of a man. You know what I'm saying? Not the skinny jeans, man. How to at least talk with a woman and woo her out her drawers righteously. You ain't got to lie and show a dollar. And us men need to be able to show and teach our children that. And on the flip side, don't antagonize your child, man. Don't provoke your child to wrath and want to go out here and destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Beat somebody that you once was. You was a crack dealer. But meanwhile, your son's smoking weed. That's another portal opening up to be another crack dealer to do 20 years like you did. Don't provoke your child to wrath, man, as a father. What?
Yeah, Con.
Either or, precept or what you about to say.
No.
I don't know what it is.
Con, I mean, you right on like that, like I always say, like you right on the money with that because you know what I'm saying, like we have to learn how to be fathers. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we have, we lay down with women and that's all we know how to do is lay down with a woman. You understand? We really don't know how to be fathers.
Right.
You understand? So being able to raise a child or, be able to uplift a child or teach a child is something that we've never had because we probably didn't have it in our own damn home. Right. So how the hell are we going to know? You understand? So at the end of the day, like you got to learn not how to bring your child to wrath against you or anybody else. You understand? So, learning how to motivate your child to do something, you know what I'm saying? If he isn't good at something or she isn't good at something, don't antagonize them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a thing that you just have to learn. It's a skill you have to learn. And this is the only place you're going to learn it out.
Right.
To tell you the truth, the ISUPK on the Command Junior Honor, this is the only place you're gonna learn the skills of being a father, a real father, a true father. You understand? So Salaki, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I just keep going.
And I believe it's probably about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. General Muhammad brought out. He said, when it comes to them point in time where when you driving past a McDonald's or you're in a grocery store and your child asks for something and you say, well, do you got McDonald's money, or do you got this type of money, this and that?
Right.
Those things you don't say to a child.
Right.
Reason being, now the child feel as if the child is missing something. So the child is always going to think, do I got McDonald's money? And the child will always try to find to get McDonald's money. And next thing you know, the child is selling weed. The child is selling drugs because they want that McDonald's money or that race car money. Don't tell your child that. And that's another point of, don't cause your child to rap. The child not having money has nothing to do with it. An 8-year-old child, that's not their job to worry about money.
Right.
An 8-year-old child just ask and ask and ask. That's their only job is to ask.
Right.
So why put them in a position to where they got to be an adult or a parent to themselves? Come on, man. Imagine you asking an adult, okay, hey, you sleeping around? You got kid money?
Right.
You know what I mean? You out here having sex? You got money for more kids?
Right.
Imagine how many people look at you like you crazy out here.
Right. No, you right on. That was so heavy when he said that. It was like, damn, like, right. Because I'm guilty of saying that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you got right. McDonald's money? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking back at the kid as if I'm looking back at my kid as if he or she is supposed to have the damn money. It's like, no, I ain't got no damn job. I go to school. No, I ain't got no job. So, like, it's so heavy to think that, damn, like, the things that we've been conditioned to say, like, it don't make no damn sense. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama used to say it to me. So, of course, I'm going to say it to them. You know what I mean? So, it's crazy. It's a lot of shit.
And you know what? In every black household, what if your parents said, and I'm telling you, we know what it would have said. If your parents say you got McDonald's money and you say, yeah, imagine what they would have said. Where do you get that from?
Right.
What you do? And it would have been World War goddamn 3. Now they would have worked. You stealing?
Right.
What you doing?
Right.
It'll always be something in Israel.
Yeah, you're right.
Anything else on that?
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, it says, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
So bring them up in the caring.
Right.
In the truth. Bring them up in the Lord. You don't cause them to wrath.
Right.
And the scripture clearly telling you now, like, when you don't cause them to wrath and you bring them up in the nurturing of the Lord, the ammunition of the Lord, or I don't even know how to say it. I say ammunition, admonition. When you bring them up in that in the Lord, you don't have to destroy your child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your child wouldn't be called to wrath because they understand why you're saying what you're doing.
Right.
That's why it's not good to, when a child get in trouble at school, just whoop their ass and send them on their way. No, you gotta let them kids know, like, look, that's why I did what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did it because I told you time and time again, don't do that.
You
know what I mean? When you go to school, it's that, ignore it. Dude, you told them. Not just whoop their ass and now they mad with you and they ready when they go into school and they're like, yo, I'm about to get it in again.
Right.
Because I can't beat him at home. So I'm gonna go out here and try to beat somebody else.
Right.
But again, there's always somebody bigger in battle. Especially in Israel, we all bigger in battle.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and we don't know what's too far is.
Right.
We think when you want to lie, that still ain't far enough. Now we gotta get your mom and brother.
Right.
What?
And that's why it says, train up a child in the way it should go.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to train them up. You know what I mean? Because that is a reflection of you. You know what I mean? What that child don't know is something that you probably should have taught him. You know what I mean? So it's lucky.
All right, let's get to it. Now the ball rolling, y'all. We good. Did we do Proverbs 3:31?
3:31. I don't think so.
Yeah, ball getting ready to roll, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We almost done. Get your Maya while y'all young. Also Tazak Shapar. I know you heard that. Water and wine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been paying attention.
Proverbs 3:31.
Okay. So
All right.
it comes to a point where now, when it comes to Christmas, all our children are always gonna look at who got what and who what got what.
Mm.
You know, kids get new clothes, you know, video games and this and that, this and that. But always explain and have your child look at the bigger picture.
Mm.
Like they know you work every day. You late to get them from school. Break certain things down like that because we working with one car. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for your mom to get to work, and then I'm getting off work trying to get you. You know, let them know, like, hey, these bills is crazy, and they ain't got to be detailed,
Right.
because it's not always all of that's not their business.
Right.
And let them understand that life is expensive and life is hard. Because and paint the picture of what them friends is getting, all these Jordans and stuff like that. These parents work overtime, second, 2 and 3 jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The mother and dad don't even lay in the bed for a good month together.
Mm.
Only on a 1 or 2 hour pass by before the next one goes in. Understand, Christmas will destroy a household.
Right.
That's what it will do. And let them know that. Explain to them and show them what's more important. Is family more important, or just holidays more important?
Mm.
Is the truth to me more important, or a lie for dollar bills?
Mm.
That's why we have so many celebrities like Floyd Mayweather. They don't show no value when it comes to him being a black man.
Right.
But he willing to give a dollar bill out. These celebrities, I mean, I think it was T-Pain's son. He bought him a damn Louis Vuitton crayon box. Why be damn? A Louis Vuitton crayon box. And you know your rib be selling, so you know how that's the price is.
God.
A crayon box.
Damn.
Come on, man. Like, that's not a competition that we should be falling into. That's the ways of the oppressor.
Damn
The
right.
white man.
Damn right.
The white man.
Right.
I mean, he got billion dollar solar power yachts.
Mm.
Meanwhile, I can't even get a BMW next week if I want a low class $36,000 BMW.
Mm.
But he got $1 billion solar power yachts.
Damn.
Come on, man. We can't compete with that,
Right.
and we shouldn't try. Go ahead.
Hell with it. Proverbs 3, chapter 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Don't love what he does. None of that stuff matters. Christmas doesn't matter.
Mm.
These kids get a bike tomorrow for it's Christmas. They bike gonna be stolen next week.
Mm-hmm.
They get toys tonight. Them toys, all of them gonna be broke tomorrow.
Damn right.
I mean, simple as that. And it came to a point where these new age parents, especially these mothers, they got smart. They take $100, go to Dollar Tree, and that's it.
Con.
I forgot what comedian said it, but they starting to do that.
Right.
Like $100 and that's it.
No, listen, let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
That damn Klarna, that Affirm, you know, that buy now pay later system, that has worked wonders for the black community. Black Hispanic,
Right.
that has worked wonders for us. You understand? And that's what listen, you're gonna best believe that's what they putting these toys on, Affirm. You understand? And that is something that, listen, man, don't.
Wait, you're a parent. They understand.
Like, I want to cuss at these damn people, but it's like, damn, man.
Just don't say the F or the S. Say what you want.
It's just like, damn, man. Why in the hell can we not understand that this puts us in a hole, man?
Right.
You understand? Like, this ain't for the grown-ups. Grown-ups, they be like, nah, I'm good. Like, get something for the kids.
Right.
But it's like, well, damn, if you just cut that part out, then maybe you can pay your rent on time. Now you can save that $1,000 that you was talking about earlier. You understand? Like, put that shit up. You understand? Slock it. Go ahead.
I mean, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Saying right.
Right.
Dude, like you said, perm and all that. Man, people be having stuff on the layaway for 6 months. $20 a day. 6 months. And I mean, come on, bro. Is it really that serious? I mean, you put on layaway 6 months in advance, and you can't remember your wife's birthday for a badass kid. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Right.
Good.
God. The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, your birthday, twerking, hoes, Percocets and Xanax, cigarettes, blacks and weed, voting. I mean, what destroying your own brother, hating your brother,
right? Hating
these hoes that you laying with, your kids. Come on, man. And choose none of his ways. Right. The oppressor will sit out here and I hate when we got switch words up. The oppressor will sit out here and sexually abuse, rob, and unalive.
Right.
And that's everything that we follow after. And we wonder why we don't have anything. You know why? Because the Lord is beating our ass with that, beating the hell out of us with that rod. Simple. And we still ain't learned nothing yet. I mean, the Lord right now, and I'm not saying it out of love and pure satisfaction, but for the last year or two, the Lord really been whooping Israel ass with his celebrities.
Man.
From Young Thug all the way up to who the most recent? Diddy?
Diddy.
I mean, literally every 2 or 3 months, somebody going down for hard stuff.
And Salakia. These relationships is busting up. All these, listen, man, they taking your gods right from underneath your nose. Damn, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union breaking up. You got Offset and Cardi B breaking up. Like all your top rap stars and, oh, I want to be just like them relationships is breaking down now. You understand? Like the Lord is busy. He busy. And if you ain't looking at it, you out of you ain't, you blind.
He beating the hell out of us with the buckle. With the buckle. You know how you get that good tail whooping? Not when it's in a loop, but they wrap it around to where if you try to snatch it out their hand,
He ain't going nowhere.
That's how the Lord is.
Leather.
I mean, he on
Right.
good.
Kind of. You want to go to 32?
Oh, wow. Oh, I think we just gonna go to Jeremiah 17. 17 and 5. We're gonna finish it out right there. That's what we gotta understand. The things that's going on right now after Christmas, and I'm letting you know ahead of 2 weeks in advance. After Christmas, you're gonna wonder why your lights. You got to do so much with your life. Not only you gonna owe your own household to pay your bills, you're gonna owe other people. You know, and your mom and uncle tired of donating money to you. You know what I mean? Like your best friend, they already don't like you because they feel like you don't know how to raise your damn kids. And I mean, for all y'all homework, them boys know you just went and bought a Glock. You went and bought a Glock, bought your kids Christmas, and knowing damn well your license 3 months in past.
Right.
They see all this. And the Lord is going to put a struggle through you. And I'm going to bring it out in this precept. What?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
So nobody ever trusted the European man, the white man, when it comes to taking shots when it comes to COVID.
Right.
You know, nobody ever trusts a white man when it comes to eating apples or chicken. They call it GMO or certain medicines. Nobody trusts the white man. Nobody trusts the brother that said, do not smoke weed. It's going, what is not carbon, don't hookah.
Right.
It gives you carbon monoxide poison.
Right.
Nobody wants to listen to a black man when he says what's actually going to destroy you. They don't want to listen.
Right.
We're lying. But when it comes to oppressor with certain things that will actually help you, you think it's a lie.
Right.
That's the game that they played on. Go ahead.
And make it flesh his arm.
And make his flesh his own. Meaning you're allowing your flesh to be your stronghold.
Right.
Whatever you think is right is right. Smoking weed open the third eye. Smoking weed, it helps people with cataracts.
Right.
Smoking weed, I mean, they got so many goddamn stupid BS lies out here about weed. Smoking weed is natural.
Right.
This and that. Go ahead.
And whose heart departed from the Lord.
And when you allow your flesh to be your strong arm because you think you know something, your heart, your mind is departing from the Lord. The Lord doesn't know nothing in your eyes. Meanwhile, we tell you again, don't smoke weed. That's the Lord saying that. Go ahead.
Verse 6. For he shall be like the heath in the desert.
You will be like a heath in the desert. You will be in destruction stage.
Right.
You know, when there's no water, nothing to eat when it's in the desert, you start seeing mirages.
Right.
You start thinking something is really this, but it ain't really that.
Right.
You smoking weed because you high, you feeling good and chill.
Right.
Meanwhile, your lungs is tarred up. You know what I mean? You can't fight. You can't fight 5 minutes to save your life or nobody else's life.
Right.
That is when you see in mirage because you leaning on your flesh. You making it a strong one.
Right.
Go ahead.
And shall not see when good cometh.
And you can't see when somebody tell you to put that goddamn blunt down.
Right.
Close your legs. Christmas don't mean nothing.
Right.
Whoop your kid's ass. You know what I'm saying? Christmas, damn what your mama say about Christmas.
Right.
You don't hear that. Go ahead.
But shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness.
In the parched places, Oh my God.
Man.
Parched. Parched means you're dry.
Dry.
Dry heat in the wilderness.
Right.
In the middle of nowhere with no help.
Right.
You're struggling by yourself now.
Damn
Because
right.
you didn't want to take heed to somebody who was really there to help. You think you know because your flesh been a strong one.
Right.
And the scriptures say, do not lean on your heart. Lean on your own understanding. So
Right.
don't lean on your own understanding. But we do it time and time again. That's why I brought up 2 instances. The white man you say don't know nothing about COVID and food, and black men don't know about don't smoke weed and take care of your kids. Who do you believe? Because you believe the opposite in different stances. What?
Con. In a salt land and not inhabited.
Hey, if y'all know anything about salt land, I mean, you can't do nothing. If freshwater fish go over the salt water, we know what happened. They die. In the land, in what? Uninhabited?
Inhabited, con.
Oh, go ahead.
Verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. Verse 8. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters.
Now, we know when it comes to trees being planted by the water, those trees are going to live strong.
That's right.
Those trees are going to always have some form of nutrients.
Right.
And if you knew anything about playing music or drums, and I'll break it down real quick, like drumsticks. You got certain drumsticks that come from the root of the tree, and you got some that come from the middle and above at the top part of the tree.
Right.
And the drumsticks that usually come from the bottom part of the tree tend to be stronger and give you a more solid sound.
Right.
And then, as you further go up, the sticks change and they'll crack and all this, this and that just due to dehydration.
Right.
But anyway, when it comes to a tree being by the water, it's always going to have some form of nutrients, always going to have water.
Right.
And that's something the tree doesn't have to worry about.
Right.
Versus a tree that's out in the desert. Go ahead.
And that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh.
So that tree that is right there by the river, it spread the roots out. Every time, just like they say with the little Adam and Eve tree.
Right.
And that tree spread them roots out across that river, that you bear good fruit.
Right.
You have a strong foundation, strong family. Go ahead. Start from there, from the root again.
Come. It says, spread out her roots by the river, and shall not see when the heat cometh.
So that's something we don't even have to worry about. Because when you was going through the heat in the desert, that's what you were worried about.
Right.
That's what you needed. You were seeing a mirage and thinking that's what you needed, but it wasn't. But when you got the roots that bottom with the water, you don't even see when the heat comes.
Right.
Because you up under the shadow of the Lord. That's the difference between people, us knowing that these holidays is wicked, and that's the difference between y'all not knowing it.
Right.
That's the difference. But again, your help is here.
Right.
If you don't want that help, then so be ye. Then you would be the one to see the mirage. You'll think it's something, but it really ain't nothing.
Right.
You thought sex was just pleasure and busting a nut. Sex got your rod burning out. Sex got you 4 kids now. But you don't want to hear that.
Man, listen, man.
Go ahead.
So, no, that what you're bringing out is just heavy, It's very heavy out here, and it's very much needed right now. Like that, what you just brought out is very heavy. And because of our blindness out here, we only see what the damn oppressor gives us. We don't want to learn nothing else.
Right.
You see Ashaya Allah come up to you, you like, hey man, brother, hey, don't smoke that, They ain't of the Lord. Oh man, it's shit from the earth, You understand? Like this, like this class, like these classes that we do on a weekly basis, this is for our learning, man. This is what we're supposed to be tuning into. But what are we tuning into, Shit that's gonna make us further and further into darkness, man. You know what I mean? So it's so heavy what you're bringing out right now because we are focused on the wrong things.
Right.
It's a lot.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Like you was just saying, this whole mirage right now.
Right.
You got Israel and Hamas. You got people just now hearing about that.
Right.
Man, look, what this is going on? What, 2 months now?
God.
And that's that whole mirage thinking that Drake and Sexy Red is something we need to be worried about.
Right.
That's a mirage. America, I ain't gonna say that because they damn sure gonna clip. America will be hit soon.
Right.
America has its time.
Right.
But you don't see that. you're falling under a mirage. And it's going to become a time to where you're going to need that support and that help structure. You know what's going on right now, but you don't want to leave.
Right.
But as far as us, our roots is all by the water.
Damn right.
And our tree is all by the shore of the water. Nothing to worry about. We see the heat, but we don't know when it's coming.
Right.
We ain't worried about it.
Because we ain't worried about it.
We fresh. We have water over it. We got this. I think that's the next part. Go ahead.
Come. It says, and shall not see when the heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought.
So the green means healthy. Green means healthy. Once a plant start to change that color, now I ain't gonna say, well, going through autumn or fall. Once that plant start changing its color, we understand the season's changing and the plants are dying. I can say that for the plant. Plants are dying. Go ahead.
Neither shall cease from yielding fruit. That's beautiful.
And we will never cease from yielding fruit. So you see this strong austere brother right now? That brother generation gonna live so long. Versus you brothers that knew about this brother in the world.
Right.
Your seed is gonna die off.
Damn right.
Your son might just be that LGBT community supporter. The head of it.
Wow.
And you can't get nowhere when it comes to that.
Right.
That tree will continue to yield good fruit.
Damn right.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
And your mind is deceitful. It's just a little bit of weed. And I could never stand a weed smoker that say, I need to smoke to eat. Man. When the hell was that ever scientifically correct?
Right.
You didn't need weed to drink that milk off your mama's breast. I mean, come on.
Right.
I need weed to eat.
Wow.
What sense does that make?
Right.
I need a Percocet for my ride to get hard and give this woman what she deserves.
Right.
What happened to fruit and water? You need all of this? I mean, come on.
Right.
Your mind is a fool, man, and you're stupid.
Right.
I hate to say it, but somebody got to tell you, because your mama say, oh, you're beautiful and smart. But somebody got to be the bad guy.
Somebody.
Your heart, your mind will deceive you to think that that's the stuff that you need. Go ahead.
And desperately wicked.
It's just a little weed that got fentanyl in it. Go ahead.
Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing.
So the Lord tries, and he charges you for each and everything that you do according to your doing. We tell you don't smoke right now, the Lord might just charge you, not now, not tomorrow, maybe a day before, maybe on your wedding day in front of everybody. He chooses to just put you through cardiac arrest. Maybe through that. Maybe on the time you see your mother and father when they beg when it's their time, you might just fall out right there with them. And just imagine what that'll do to a parent that's going out and see their child go out before them right beside them. Come on. And the Lord will give it to you according to your judgment. What the hell?
You want to go to verse 11? The Most High, he be breaking it down, man. Salaki, verse 11. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 11. As the partridge sitteth on eggs, and hatcheth them not. So he that getteth riches, and not by right, shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at his end shall be a fool.
That sounds like P. Diddy. Read it again. Slow down. I'll break it down.
Verse 11. It says, as the partridge sitteth on eggs.
So it's a bird sitting on eggs. Right?
And hatcheth them not. So he that getteth riches, and not by right, shall leave them in the midst of his days.
And it said he should get riches not by right.
Not by right.
So how many people really put a dress on to be famous?
Right.
How many people think they're Hugh Hefner? Come on. I mean, what about Eddie Long? Eddie Long was doing what he was doing to them boys. And he did it.
Right.
Doing what he was doing to that young girl Cassie. And now all that money and all that things they gained, they didn't gain anything. They enjoyed 10, 20, 30 years and they still ain't gained nothing. They lost it all. Go ahead.
It says, shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at his end shall be a fool.
And at the end, you gonna be a fool.
Mm.
Now think, if R. Kelly really knew the Bible, you know what I'm saying, on how not to do it, how to and how not to, how to deal with women and how not to deal with women, R. Kelly wouldn't be in that position.
Right.
Bill Cosby, as old as he is, his ass should never even been in the position, period.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if they actually knew, then it wouldn't have been an issue. But now they look like a fool. All this time they was doing whatever, drugging these women up, doing whatever they doing. Now they look like a fool. Simple. I mean, who else out here? I mean, it's so many.
Damn, you just brought up Cosby, and I'm like, damn, the Lord ain't missing nobody.
Right.
Even at your old age, I think you like 70, 80 years old, he got your ass.
Right. And now you look like a fool.
Your
old fool.
Man, like your whole existence as being this TV dad.
Boy,
it's gone,
that's a nail in the head.
And like the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, man, he works on his time, man. His time is perfect, man.
That's crazy.
You thought you got away? You thought you got away?
Hey, doesn't a show like that almost got away with?
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think you getting away with it, You think like, shit, Cosby, you think he like 70, 80? Like, shit, I'm good. You think of P. Diddy, he's a billionaire. Shit, I'm good. Cassie, that was years ago. Nah, Most High sees all, man.
Right.
You thinking you getting away with whatever you think you getting away with and then bam, that rod come. Right. You know what I mean? That rod, boy. Man.
What you said is heavy. Like, even when you acting up at school, mom and dad be like, hey, excuse me. Mom be like, hey, your dad need to talk to you. You hear your dad? What are you doing? Bro, you think cleaning the house and cutting the grass? You think taking a shower, eating, and going straight to bed, and that's it? You gonna get woke up? You gonna get woke up straight up, and you ain't gonna get woke up with the lights coming on.
Right?
Come on.
You should have been doing that.
What?
You should have been cutting the grass and doing all that. That ain't enough.
Right, and that's how the Lord do it. The Lord came home, and you thought you was just gonna sleep on. Now look.
That what Adam and Eve thought they was gonna get done. They in there hiding amongst the other people, other nations, like he ain't gonna see us. He know who his chosen is. He know who his kids are. You understand?
And that's the worst of it all. Black household. It don't matter where you at. Some parents, they'll go on a rant and they'll say it out loud in front of 100 people. Hey, you seen how shy y'all? You see how shy? Well, I seen him go down there.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you see? Yeah, he do. Hey, and then you'll see him just through everybody looking at you like this.
Right.
Get him. And it's the hell he find me.
How the hell did they know where we was
You
at?
know what I'm talking about?
No, listen. I didn't have my mama pull up in place. He's like, God, what the hell?
You ain't supposed to be here.
What the hell? How the hell she find this damn party? Right. Damn right. You understand? Like, you trying to sneak back in the crib, like you said earlier, Like you trying to sneak back in the crib. It ain't working. Right. I know every crack and every crevice in this crib. I'm gonna bust your head as soon as you get through here. And that's the Most High.
And sometimes they'll let you think you really got it.
Oh,
like they might not even mess with you that time.
Oh man.
They'll wait till the morning. They'll be like, oh, so what time did you come in?
Yeah.
Yo, you just locked the door at 2. You know I was coming in at 2. Like, nah, man.
Nah.
Anything else on that?
Salakia.
I mean,
no, that was it on that one, but that was a heavy. What was that? Proverbs.
That was, I think that was a different.
Jeremiah. Salakia. It was Jeremiah 17. Salakia. Yeah, like that was it on that, but let me see where I'm at. That's heavy though. Cause I'm damn boy. Let me see. Con.
All of it.
Let me see.
Why you doing that?
Right.
So that just brings me back to the conclusion again. When it comes to Christianity, being a Muslim, Christmas, and all of that other stuff, man, the Lord said don't indulge in all of that. 4th of July too. That's a big heavy one that a lot of us, give our lives up for just for a simple day. We live our life up for the oppressor, even down to the military and things of that nature. When the Lord said, don't do that.
Right.
Every time we do it, we just basically sacrificing ourselves. For all people that say, oh, Illuminati and sacrificing themselves, that's pretty much what you're doing when you choose to go the ways of the heathen. The Lord tell you not to do it, so you just basically giving yourself up to where whatever happens, happens.
Right.
However the Lord let it happen, it just happens. And it is righteous. Because again, a good father, like my stepdad say all the time, hey boy, you go out there and do this, and these people call me talking about collect calls from such. I'm gonna get hung up on.
Right.
Because I should have been in the house and not doing this, not doing that, but doing this and doing that. And that's a righteous father that's going to allow a man that want to be disobedient go through certain things to where he learned about it.
Right.
And it just sucks that brother got to do 17 years, 25, 35, 40 years for them to actually click in their head. And it still doesn't click because now they're institutionalized. So all they know is wrong, but they know what was wrong while they went in, but they don't know the right.
Verse 12, it says, a glorious high throne from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? Verse 13, it says, O Lord, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed.
So all of us shall be ashamed. The same way, like when we put a precept, what's the one? Shameless woman should be counted as a dog. You should be doing this and that, doing that. Yeah, we should be ashamed when it comes to certain things.
Right.
Bill Cosby and R. Kelly should be ashamed. Diddy definitely should be ashamed. I mean, what was the little ball-headed chick name? Jada Pickett. They should be ashamed. Go ahead.
And it says, and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters.
So that living water is this right here.
Yeah, right.
This living water, just where that tree was sitting by in the water, this is what it is.
Right.
Simple as that, man. Hey, we good on
that.
And that just brings me back to the end game, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, we don't got any excuses left. Nothing.
Right.
And the Bible says grace, but grace is over. We don't know you don't know how long or how much time of grace that you actually got, man. You don't. We read the Bible and it says grace, but we also have to repent and do no more.
That's right.
A lot of us lean on grace and keep repenting for the same disgusting sins, filthy, weak flesh. For what? For what? We don't have any more excuses, man. The truth is here now.
Damn right.
I mean, simple as that. When you get hit over the head so many times, eventually it comes to a point where you got to start blocking. Come on, man. There ain't no excuses no more, man. When you do go out here and do Christmas, you're going to be broke till March.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Simple as that, man. You're going to have to give up a lot of stuff that you know you shouldn't be giving up morally, mentally, and XYZ for a holiday. That doesn't really concern you. The holiday does not concern you. Because at the end of the day, when these people make that $886.7 billion, those people are going to find a better way to get more next year. And you're going to be broke even longer. But again, man, I'm also Shai Ali, under Israelite School Universal Practical Salaki. This is Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, starting on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Hunter.
Right.
We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian and 12 lost tribes according to the Bible.
Right.
We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group, Muslim, Christian organization whatsoever, man. This is after class announcement. When a brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves of the world. If a brother has an interest in a sister in the school, he is to seek permission from the head to speak to her. If he or she needs transportation to a class, the teacher will arrange it. Tithes is a commandment from the Most High, Malachi 3:8-10, Numbers 18, 20 through 21. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, pay to the ISUPK. Either give the teacher in class or mail your check or money order to the ISUPK. Send your tithe and donation to the Israelite School of UPK, P.O. Box 11, Upper Darby, PA, 19028. For 90 days, a brother wears all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and war scarf to give the spirit of warfare. This is protocol, even if you are attending class online and not physically in a school of the ISUPK. A trooper is not allowed nor authorized to teach or battle. They are to attend class and learn only. The next high holy day the Feast of Purim. It is on a Thursday, the 22nd of February, and Friday, the 23rd, February 2024. You can find that in Esther 9 and 20 through 31. And for the sister that think they don't got a place, and this Bible is all about dictatorship of men, you better find out who Esther really is.
Damn right.
Esther is a real gangster.
Damn right.
Esther is the real daughter of Zion.
Damn
You know what I
right.
mean? And she has something to say. Shalom.